So you might have heard we're introducing a singing section at Old Trafford for the Real Sociedad game. So for the benefit of our international fans, for children, for people that don't get to Old Trafford very often, and for anyone who's just a bit curious really, we're going to find out a bit about it. Ian, how did this come about?
It's come about a couple of seasons ago. Stretford End flags and other fanzines started asking the club why is the atmosphere so bad, and can we do anything about it? And the club said, well, we can make it, if you want, we can try and get a singing section going. And it was trialled against Villa in a couple of seasons back, and they put their Villa fans up in the North Stand Tier 3, and they put them up there, and apparently that was all good and going until City fans came a couple of games later and decided to do their little Poznan style, and the police went, well, that's the end of that, unfortunately.
Okay.
So it's been we've campaigned, like Reclaim has come on board with Stretford End flags and Pete Boyle and other fanzines, Red News and stuff, to try and to reintroduce it again to the club, now that we've got a bit of more cohesion conversation with the club.
Did the club have any reservations when you first approached them?
I think they have really got on board with it this time round, and they've been really positive in the meetings that we've had with them.
Okay, how big is this section going to be? And do you think if it's successful, will it then expand? Will it become bigger?
The current one for the Sociedad game is going to be 1,400 fans, so it's not a really big section, but it's a manageable section. Because it's going to be our section, it's not going to be the club section, it's going to be the fan section. The fans are going to be there and enjoy themselves and behave. We don't want unruly United fans going mental. Well, we do want them going mental, just in the sense of noise and atmosphere. But this will be extended if we get into a second one. We've got to make this one a success first.
What does the introduction of a singing section mean for flags and banners at Old Trafford and talk of people standing?
The flags and banners issues was something that we as Reclaim tried to account for last season by doing the marches pre-match, getting everyone up and excited about that. We spoke to the club several times about what size flags we got in, and they agreed that anything that was 2 meters by 1 meter was allowed in. Anything bigger had to have a fire safety certificate, which is the same now.
But what about standing? Because that's been an ongoing issue for years now.
The standing things has been an issue. If you actually get a ticket to be in Stretford End Tier 2, then you generally are allowed to stand for they're quite lenient on that. And it's going to be similar in the singing section. We're going to have a bit of leniency, but the stewards that we're going to have in there are going to be the usual away stewards, so they're going to be used to the people that go into that section. It's not to encourage the standing, obviously, because that's apparently against football stadium rules that we should all stand up.
Do you think there's a danger that by having a dedicated singing section, that it will create a sort of a them and us atmosphere between other fans at Old Trafford who will think, well, they're the singers, I can't sing, I'm not in the section? Or, I mean, will that make it a sort of them and us at Old Trafford between home fans?
No, I think it's a positive move in the fact that we can bounce off each other. If you actually go back to the days of the 70s and 80s, the K stand and the Stretford End used to have banter between them. There was the K stand Bar My Army that was sung continuously for God knows how long on match days, and then it was replied by the Stretford End. So it created a wall of noise from either side of the ground, and I think that's what we're trying to bring back. And this seems to be a really positive step forward from both the fans and the club in regards to it.
Just swigging, having a swig. Good word, isn't it, swig? Now, do you have any concerns about the singing section? Do you think that could cause trouble? Could sort of, I don't want to say hooliganism, but do you think with people being encouraged to shout and sing, would that happen? Is that a danger?
No, I don't think so. I think if you look at United's away support, who are absolutely fantastic, left, right, and centre, everywhere we go up and down the land, they're superb, and they're well behaved as well. Which it's not really a surprise in modern day football. If you look at other clubs, the away fans are quite generally well behaved, apart from obviously Liverpool, like chuck flares and throw seats at us when they come to Old Trafford. But on behaviour wise, I don't expect that everyone that's going to be in the singing section for that match is actually going to be the same as they would be in every other stand around the ground in any other match. Apart from the fact, we're going to have some flags and we're going to have some banners and we're going to have a lot of singing, and
Nice.
that's going to be the entire difference in it.
All right, thank you very much, Ian. You go and rest your voice. You'll need that for Real Sociedad. Guys, that's it. That's the singing section. What more do you want to know?